my fellow graduates. 4 years ago, at Crossing Over, I stood before you as a student council member, looking forward to and talking about life in high school. I said then, while high school may seem scary now, it will become a place where we will continue to mature into young adults. Well, here we are, 4 years later, a few inches taller, and in a little different attire this time around. In 4 years, we have not only matured individually, but as a grade in our relationships with each other and with our teachers. From the moment we entered high school, we faced the reality of loss with one of our own classmates, Brittany Vega. As I passed many of my classmates and administrators at her wake, I approached her father. Before I could say anything, he said, "I know you. She admired you." All I could do in that moment was embrace him. As I reflected on it, I couldn't fathom the idea of someone I hadn't even considered a close friend admiring me. But just as she had admired me, I admired her for her lack of convention and her seemingly endless confidence. During all those childhood years spent together in Girl Scouts, on the swim team, and at school, we had unknowingly inspired each other. Mr. Vega gave me a gift that day, the gift of knowing something I never could have known. Often we're not aware of the impact we have on another person's life. By knowing that, I have come to understand that our lives are connected and that we can impact someone simply through the way we live. Now, as our time at Wantagh comes to an end, I want you to reflect on the day-to-day, whether it was in sports, academics, music, art, volunteer work, family, or good friendship. What impact did you have? In that niche that you created, who did you influence? Your teammates, your teachers, your family, your friends? How will you be remembered? Other than the dreaded question Kenny had mentioned, what are your plans after graduation? Some of the most common phrases are reach for the stars, dream big, achieve your goals. Well, my goal for you is don't get caught up in ultimate goals. Personally, they're a little overrated. In the end, it's not about getting a good grade, winning the championship, placing in an academic competition, playing the solo perfectly, or even being valedictorian. Today, we will get the diploma that represents another ultimate goal. But is it really that piece of paper, or the trophy, or the recognition that made all those ultimate goals worth it? For me, it's far from that. It's the process, the practices, the hours rehearsing or volunteering, the preparation, and most importantly, the people that make it all worth it. As we go on to college, the armed forces, volunteer work, and the working world, take a piece of the process and the people with you from Wantagh. Remember not to think in terms of the next 4 years or 2 years, of the next graduation, or of the big promotion. Think in terms of today. Take advantage of every opportunity and be an example for the people around you, even if you don't know them. Mr. Vega gave me a gift that we are all capable of sharing. Some of your fellow graduates you may never see again. As we all go our separate ways, give someone else that same gift. Thank them and appreciate them for the things that they've taught you in and out of the classroom and the influence they've had on your life day to day. Reflect on the upperclassmen's shoes you filled and think about the underclassmen that will fill your shoes next year. I'll start it off with a few people who I'd like to thank for influencing me unknowingly, and who I wholeheartedly admire, not for accomplishing the ultimate goal, but for being passionate and for being leaders in what they've done at Wantagh High School. Graduates, Please stand if it applies to you. The future members of the armed services. Go ahead, it's okay, you can stand. The Intel semi-finalists. The All-American lacrosse player. The All-State musician. The Gold Award and Eagle Scout recipients. The Broadway actor. The founding member of Count to 10. The world travelers who studied abroad in high school. The county champion in the 100-meter dash. The Gold Award-winning journalist. The all-county artist. The record-breaking athletes. The ping-pong addicts of senior study hall. You know who you are. The captains. The section leaders. The presidents and board members of clubs. The student athletes. The volunteers for any organization. The blood donors. The best friends. The voters, and most importantly, the soon-to-be graduates of Wantagh High School. This is the class of 2014, a group of individuals who have challenged me, inspired me, and become great friends. You all have so much to be proud of. So now it's your turn. Tell someone, maybe even someone you aren't close friends with, get it trending on Twitter, #YouChangeMe. Whatever it is, tell someone they made a difference in your life. And ask yourself today, how will I be remembered? Whose life did I impact yesterday? Am I impacting today? And will I impact tomorrow? So graduates, I'll leave you with this final piece of advice. Think in terms of today. Don't harp on the ultimate goals, but rather on the process. And know that day to day, you are impacting the lives of those around you. I can assure you, you have impacted mine. Thank you.